All right, let us start as we always do with roll call. Tokas,
Hello.
Totzig,
Hello.
Dr. Stragan Shade,
Doctor's in.
Salik,
Yes, I am here.
and Boblin.
I'm Boblin.
We got all that for once.
Yeah! And we ruined it by drawing attention to it. When last we all met, the group of you, through trial and tribulations and months of expedition, had finally made it to the Tomb of the Nine Gods, where you have been told and inferred and information collected that this is the last defense until you find the whatever is creating the death curse. You travel in. You did a bit of exploring. God, why am I yawning? And you have found yourself in a room with a flaming skull that thinks it's a tiny child, a sarcophagus, and, well, I believe Tokus has gotten something at this point in time, as the dust, after coalescing over Tokus, his eyes flash a different color for a second as you hear the words, "I am Moa. I shall assist you with your quest. Where am I?" Hello?
I say nothing right now because Doctor is busy with the skull, and
I can hear your thoughts.
oh, good. Mentally, I will explain everything.
I've been stuck in there for quite a long time, apparently.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, you're stuck with me for now because I don't have a body.
Oh, right.
As we will smash cut to the rest of the group, as Tokus is having both a staring contest with the ground and an inner monologue of a new roommate in his brain. As Doctor, what were you doing at this point in time? I believe
Yeah,
you
go
were
ahead, explain
lying
it.
your ass off, trying to keep the flaming skull from freaking the hell out, as it is
I mean,
glowing.
it's a child. I don't want to scare a child.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just scare people.
No. I'm a doctor. I do no harm. That's the rules. So yeah, after she's turned around, are there any seams in this box?
With a quick search, I don't. You don't see any seams. Like the metal on the corner seems to be bent into shape, and the glass or however, whatever the panes are made out of, look fairly like uniform. You don't see any like direct seam.
Right. But I'm not gonna lie to you. The only thing I heard during that whole explanation is the metal on the sides, which means that there's like metal holding the box together.
Yeah, there's like a metal lining around each on the corners.
Yeah, around the clear
Yeah,
crystal or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me check. I think I got a spell for this. And I'm sure I just realized my wording there probably gave a couple people a shudder.
Wrong character scored in.
I know.
Even if
But
you
no,
said
as
that,
soon as he said it, it like pinged in my head. I was like, I've not used this spell a single time. It's been memorized for so long. I think it will work here. Use.
Okay.
If anybody else has something to say while I read to see if this is going to work.
Well, at the moment, Sleek is sort of focused on the opening of the sarcophagus.
which is done now. We're good.
You sure? It
Yep.
sort of looked like you zoned out for a moment there.
Nope, we're good.
Really?
Yes. I am
Really,
not
really?
lying. All is good.
I mean, the voice in your head says, "Well, that's not entirely true. There's a death curse, and many
Look,
other things."
look. We're gonna have to set some ground rules here.
Are you internally monologuing, Tokus?
Yes. Yes, I am internally monologuing. I'm going to go out real quick. Look, voice in my head.
I have
Yes?
a name.
Not you, Boblin.
Oh, okay.
This is internal. You can't read
Boblin was
mine.
never real. The Boblin was the friends you made along the way. You've been dead this whole time.
I mean, wouldn't surprise me.
Yes. I have a name. I am Moa.
I think you've said that already.
The god of honesty, forthrightness, and snakes. I'm a snake.
And I'm just like raising the fingers, like, hold on. A snake.
Yes.
Generally thought to be, the exact opposite of those things you said.
I am not the one from a culture where snakes are considered liars. Here, in this culture, snakes are very forthright. We are honest about our intentions.
That doesn't make you good.
This is internal monologuing toxic.
Ooh, don't drop the book.
No, don't drop the soap.
The book. Now, like you as my vessel are
No. I'm still the one in charge here, just so we're clear.
that's subjective.
No. You stormed in here. I own the body.
I needed a vessel, or we weren't, or I was going to die. Would you like me to die?
Considering I didn't know you existed until about 2 minutes ago.
Looking through your mind a bit, you knew of me.
Yes. But there are lots of gods, and many of them are called many different names.
Hey, just because I'm a minor god does not make me any less of a god.
Just a little bit.
It literally does.
That's sort of the whole point of calling it minor.
The joke's on you, Tokus. We all have detect thoughts on you right now.
Oh, actually, I just
Is
nodded
this
off
the
and
worst
must have.
circumstance where they would get both into the conversation?
This stream is intended for mature audiences.
It
In that case, Bob, turn off your... Go away.
No.
Again,
you-
he's reached maturity. Apparently, he started swearing the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a sailor.
Where
No, these are lies.
I remind you, he's a paladin. Swearing is what he's supposed to be doing.
These are
Not
true
those swears.
Oh.
lies.
I literally can't lie.
That's inconvenient. I mean, righteous. Go back to having your schizophrenic episode.
It's like a good idea, Totzig.
No.
Look, just because I was controlled by a brain slug last session doesn't mean you're gonna get off easy, sir.
Uh-huh. I was just
Brains.
PM'd by the doctor.
It's a
If I remember
PM.
if I remember the spell correctly, that should work. Though it is going to I will ask you to describe as you do this because tiny frightened child.
Well, I already told her she was in a box, so I will just tell her that I'm removing the magical barriers that are trapping her within this box, so that I can free her, and we will take her to find her grandmother, father. I think she mentioned both.
Yes, she did mention both.
Flaming
As
Skull, Doctor is trying to lie on her because when she learns truth of things, she starts glowing very angrily.
Right.
but the truth is that
Todsig
you
would have
freed
figured
us.
this out because it came up last session, but
Yes.
like part of the riddles that we came across mentioned not to tell the truth to a little girl or something. It's not
to the
exact.
Doom Child.
Yeah, speak no truth to the doomed child.
I mean, would you classify her as doomed or just kind of, handicapped?
Well, we will point out that every time somebody tried to tell her the truth, she has kind of freaked out a little bit, and so everything I'm trying to say to her is a slightly bended falsity. It's worked so far. I mean, I've gotten her just like spin around in the box for a while.
Work is a strong term, Doctor.
Yes, cough cough. Only the last deception roll he is done has been successful. Speaking of which, can I get a deception roll?
Perception, yeah.
Deception.
Deception.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh-oh.
As you peel the glass away as though it was an old banana peel, and like carefully try to pull out the flaming skull, which at first does not burn you because she is considering you an ally and someone who's trying to help you. She finally like hold on, I'm feeling so I don't feel my body. All I feel your hand is on the bottom of my skull.
Okay, I just need to stop you for a second. Doctor would never try to pick up a burning skull with his very valuable hands. That never would have happened.
Doctor Strange.
All right, how would you take the flaming skull out of the glass cabinet?
Well, we already have. I've already like verify it that it has movement because I've had it spinning around in the box.
I thought you
I
had
would
just the skull spinning around.
Again, that's all that's been in the box. It didn't have a body to spin around. But the point is, it has mobility. Even if so, I would just have her move forward. There would be no touching of this, is what I'm getting at.
Hmm.
I don't know anyone who would just immediately reach for a flaming skull. Now, if that doesn't work, then I have other possible ways of doing it, but
No, it's over my mountain belly.
Why are we freeing the doomed child?
because Bob gets pets, why can't I have one?
There's just like the most deadpan stare at the doctor.
The one.
Dara and Delg out there blink dully and without focus.
Tall. I think we found what the one brought.
So
Marlin.
I'm trying
I mean,
to compose myself, but I can't.
yeah, but it's not
So, as the tiny child has
See that
a-
how like the doctor views the whole Boblin Totzig relationship. The strange centaur has a goblin for a pet. That's interesting.
Oh my god. All right. So as Napartek, the flaming skull hears this and like starts like guffawing and like, sir, I am a a child of the royal family of Omu, and you shall give me the respect I deserve. As it starts floating out of the box now that it's open, and screams. And I'm not going to reproduce the scream because there are people sleeping in this household at the moment. As I would like initiative rolls from everyone, and one at disadvantage from Tokus because he's having an inner monologue with someone else at the moment, so he's a little distracted.
My deadpan apparently pays off.
Initiation. Oh, that's right. Gotta target my thing first.
Trying
think-
to... crap! I didn't
I always
clear out.
forget
A
this.
second. All right, 1 second. Gonna
Just
clear.
clear out the dwarf.
Is
There
it
we
only
go.
the rest of you? Oh, it did.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So I have to. Okay.
Doctor, that is so fucking
Wow.
appropriate.
Do you know this? Yeah. All right.
Do skeletons from
so-
Animate Dead get their own initiative?
I believe so. I can double check real quick.
I'm looking it up right
Uh-huh.
now, but
Dun.
The creature is under your control for 24 hours after it's
Ta-da.
so that's the paragraph above it. On
On
each of your turns, you can use a bonus action to vent a command any creature you have made with a spell. If the creature is within 6 feet of you, You can decide what action the creature will take and where it will move during its next turn, or you can decide what action the creature will take and where. I just read this thing. Or issue a general command. So yeah, it has its own turn.
Yeah, I thought I had been rolling initiatives for him, but
You had been.
Yeah, like I usually, if you don't want to roll initiative for it, have it either right after your turn or like during your turn, just to keep it like simple.
yeah, I agree with that. I like clean initiatives, not everything under the sun to
All right.
to have its own, but no biggie.
So as Napartek screams and screeches and seems to lose the innocence of the child mind that is locked away, you hear skittering from the walls. As we go into initiative and descending order, it is Napartek first. As she angrily
Could I roll off against with equal initiative.
equal initiative. All right, did you both nat 20?
Yep.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so I will roll her modifier, and you will roll your initiative modifier, so we don't mess with the die again.
Just
Yeah, just click it again, I guess. No, yeah, it's fine.
Just roll a d20, Tal. That would be the best way to do this. Since you both
Alright.
have the same.
If you roll higher than an 18,
Yes.
No.
Nope.
All right, Totzig first.
right.
So Totzig, as the flaming skull of the child Napartek, which you all have had a conversation with for a bit, starts floating and like cackling madly in the worst way possible. What do you do?
That is a good question. I was actually expecting to lose the roll for some reason.
It's me rolling. What do you expect from me? I'm gonna roll single digits.
Have we? Basically, I need to know, is the resources I'm seeing on Beyond correct, Jera? I'm assuming you're the one who
Yes.
accessed it. Okay.
Yes.
So we are. I'm assuming difficult terrain in the sarcophagi area.
Yes.
Generally, okay. So we are going to go 5, 10. No, we can't do that. Hang on. So we go 5, 10 because game mechanics, dupe. Because I have to go at least that way, which will allow me to make a bonus attack with my hooves on top of all the other stuff.
You have to Tokyo drift with your hooves to
Yep, I have
get
to
in a
move at
kick.
least 10 feet in a line or something like that. No, I have to move 30 feet in a straight line. Never mind. Don't worry about it then. What am I thinking of the 10 feet? I'm maybe thinking of jumping. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and hits the child union.
Everybody turns and looks at Boblin.
Hi.
Which apparently I don't have a hotkey for. +6. What's my spell attack? I think it's also a +6. No, okay, so -1 from this roll just says I do not apparently have a. So 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
1d6 +3. for 8 damage, magical slashing.
All right.
That will be me done because I did not trigger the charge.
Wait, that was with your axe, right?
Correct, which is magical.
Okay, just making sure. Because I'm reading through things and just like, yeah, no, we're good. Tokyo Drift without horseshoes. All right, it is Napartek's turn. As at first, she was turning to the doctor, and then got axed straight in the face and spins around like a Looney Tune. Just got smacked in the head.
Still deadpan and still like kind of like side eyeing the doctor over the shoulder, like, really?
You will pay. You will pay. You will burn.
It kind of sounded like she just fired her laser. Oh.
Yeah, fireball.
Shit.
Centered on the doctor.
20-foot radius. So.
Oh, bugger.
Sorry, everybody.
I mean, she's pretty big too, so.
Okay.
Babbling.
I will flash a genius to bring that up to a math. 13. I don't think that's high enough to make the save, but I'm going to try anyways.
I mean, I think you can see the dexterity saving throw.
Whenever I see you make a spell thing, I immediately don't look at it. I don't want to know.
Also, there's a very good chance that it's broken.
That too.
That is true. It's different on the sheet, and then thing. All right. I have to make a couple here because it envelops the entire room, correct?
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius.
So it gets like up here some. But pretty much the other room.
Okay, so I need to make 3 other. Oh no, wait, she doesn't take this because she has that. Okay, so that 21 just could have been used on something else. Unfortunate. But yes, I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4. Those all passed.
So I believe that means everybody passes.
Well, except for top.
No, he
top
took that to 13.
I
Oh,
flash
right.
genius. Yeah.
All right, nice. Yes. Still half damage, so 12 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking. No, yeah, we're good. I may have crippled her reinforcements, but she was mad, and she's a tiny child with a lot of power.
I imagine Tudzik's just staring at Doctor.
All right. Next up is some skittering. As Salik, a bunch of undead spiders crawl out of the walls.
Squawk!
I'm just checking to see if there's any kind of multi-attack on these things. I don't think so. No, so... so just bite. I'm going to assume that does not hit.
1 second.
It should not hit.
It's a 10.
No, that misses.
Okay, I was a little worried. It's your turn now.
I had something in mind, but now I think I'm gonna have to use my action to disengage. All right, so I disengage from that, and I actually make my way out through the opening. Careful not to knock the thing over. That's holding it open.
Alrighty then.
And I'll go ahead and move there, just in case. And to Toga's legal go. The doctor doesn't raise her. We're in trouble.
I saw the fireball. Good job, Talik.
I just blankly stare as I end my turn.
All right. Well, with that, it is now this swarm of zombie spiders' turn. It is going to take up the doctor's space and nibble the crap out of him. Again, I roll a 10.
Not really.
Boblin, it's your turn.
Boblin. Okay. So there are spiders and a flaming head.
Yes.
Assuming that Doctor and Dad can deal with the head, Boblin is going to charge. Oh god, the light. And fight what he thinks are spiders I can't actually see. But
Yeah, the lighting is really weird there.
It's that tree.
It's the bush. Here, I'll just move it into the space Salik was in.
Alright. Yeah, the Boblin will draw his blade and attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah, as I remember my fancy new toy, I would like to use my bonus action to command the flame to erupt.
Okay. So as you swing and the flame bursts from this this sword, you just slice through and keep slicing and slicing and slicing until all of the spiders just like shrivel up, burning in husks, and you hear that sizzling sound that accompanies dead insects in a massive amount of in a massive horde. It's like
All right. That's them dead.
Yep.
All right. Seeing more spiders crawling down the wall, Bob's gonna up to there.
All right.
Extra attack?
Can I? That would be a question for the rules lawyers. Can I?
Yeah.
Attack,
Yeah,
move, and attack.
You can move
Yeah.
between your attacks.
Okay. And, yeah, I'm gonna strike out the spiders with flaming sword. The command phrase. I need.
Again, much along the same line. You just like stick your sword into one of these holes, you start seeing undead spiders go, and then just like twirl it around like you're trying to clear a hole, and just you hear burning, hissing cries of death.
All right, that's it for Boblin.
Okay. It is this one's turn. They can move that far, correct? Yeah, they can move that far.
Autocorrect must have really messed that up because that's supposed to be sword, not sword.
Sword.
Boblin wrote it.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It will attack the doctor. 19 to hit.
Hold on.
Unless, wait, is that?
What?
Hang
Actually,
on.
double hold on, because he does that.
Oh no, that is spelled correctly. Never mind.
Features
Or
and
is it?
traits, no actions, reactions.
Sort of spelled correctly, I think.
I turn around and Sentinel attack it. Again, -1 on the. Okay, it misses. I tried.
Oh, and Ice Shield. That was what I was gonna say. I didn't want to interrupt him.
Well, reactions burned.
I tried.
As I'm assuming it misses. It is
Yes, it
also now
misses.
swarming on your space, much like the other one. But I'm just gonna have it there because it's hard to keep track. It is now Delg's turn. Delg.
Delg and Daria's not actually gonna do anything out there. They haven't been commanded to do anything.
They flatly stare. Next is Dara, and then Tokus.
Okay, so I can see what's going on in there, right? Like I can see the flaming skull.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a
You
point. Go ahead.
you've been conversing with the flaming skull. It is now
Yeah.
to the point where it's like, oh, that child does not sound like she's amicable anymore.
I'm going to point at that child and say, "You're nothing but a skull," as I cast Mind Sliver at it.
See, the truth will set you free.
Exactly. I needed it to say from the skull.
It does
That's a
have
fail.
advantage because it has magic resistance.
That is a fail.
Doesn't help me at all.
It takes 6 second damage. And it subtracts a d4 from its next save.
Okay.
That's me done.
It is now this one's turn. Boblin, you're getting swarmed
Ah.
as they start crawling through the walls. And are as in a God, I have not rolled. God, okay, yeah, well that happens. Doctor, it's your turn.
Okay. Um. We're going to let's see if I go there, then I hit here. Toxic will save, so don't worry about that.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. You'll save.
Uh huh.
Oh, wait, I can't do that because the spell of economy. So we're going to cast Chill Touch on the skull. Wow,
That does not hit.
Not. Is it blind?
No.
Because it said it was blind. Lied to us.
The blindness went away as it turned hysterical and its eyes shone as Napartek's personality went away.
It realized it just had its eyes closed this whole time.
I realized it
Yeah,
didn't have
some-
eyeballs.
Something along those lines. I think it's just lying to us. But I'm going to like lock eyes with Totsig just for like a moment, and then Misty step out of the room.
Where are you going?
60 feet.
30 feet.
30 feet, yeah. I didn't move 60, but 6 squares is what I was saying.
Alrighty then.
So, confirm there are 2 spiders in his square now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And I will. I'm assuming you're done.
Uh-huh.
So continue. This spider swarm comes out and goes into your square, Totzig, and tries to nibble at you. Ineffectual, because I can't roll above goddamn 7 tonight. Totzig, it's your turn.
Okay. So I am going to risk the OA from the 2 swarms that were in his previous square to set myself there.
Okay, what about the swarm that was also in your square?
I didn't leave its threatening space,
Uh-huh.
so it would be in my square.
18?
Miss.
Okay.
19 base.
Mhm.
As I will flick my shoulder over for, I think, probably only the 2nd or 3rd time in the entire campaign. Because there's only one rule when dealing with swarms of spiders, and it's fucking kill it with fire. So we are going to summon our Eldritch Cannon in its flame mode. I need DC 15 Dexterity saves from all 4, the skull and the 3 spiders.
Those were the spiders. So 2 of them passed and 1 of them failed. And
Okay.
because magic resistance.
That's alright. So the one group of spiders takes 11 points of fire damage. And that would mean all the others take 5 fire damage. Which, if resistance, would break down again to, what, 2? Because I think it rounds down.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
That was the spider that was in my square, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just hold my ground. But I will, assuming I'm aware of Boblin's presence, sort of lower the back for him if he needs a platform to get in range.
And the Partek will now move to an actual square that she can stand on. Instead of being in the middle of 4, like a cheater.
Stand?
Float on. Meh.
Be contained in. You're like the
Yes.
box that we had no reason to open. Pet.
Did the flaming
There was-
skull even take fire damage?
Probably not.
You don't know.
It took a fireball to the face, Sleek. But the spiders were more the target.
So, it's gonna... Napartak will heave and bellow as it has been, chattering its teeth as it fires 2 rays of flame at your face, Totzig.
It's doing that within melee?
Would be at disadvantage.
It didn't matter, it still missed.
Yeah. She tried.
She did.
Yeah, it is. That one's dead. Salik's turn.
All right. So first of all, are there any spiders currently on the doctor?
No, he misty stepped away.
Okay. So there is something I want to check. I just don't know if this will take up an action. Since I don't have time to detect magic, yeah, would it take up an action for me for Salik to determine right off the top of his head if this skull is cursed?
I mean, it's a flaming skull that was talking to you that had the soul of a tiny child in it. I think a good rule of thumb says, yeah, that's probably a curse.
All right, so I basically wouldn't even have to roll to know that.
Yeah, it's like, well, that seems like a pretty screwed up way to die and get stuck like that forever.
All right, so in that case, let me just check something real quick. 5, 10, 15. And then, how much would it take for me to fly the rest of the way?
40.
Well, you'd have to go. I don't think it's enough room in this area to fly. I know that there was a ceiling mark in for the tomb. Give me a second. Ceilings. There it is. Yeah, this room is only 12 feet high. And right now you're in a corridor which is like 8 foot high. It's very cramped.
I mean,
Well, I don't think I'm going
I
to
look-
fly through the opening that's right. I don't think I'm going to fly through the opening that's right there. I'm pretty sure that's considered difficult terrain.
Oh yeah, that would not work.
But what I'm thinking is, or what my thought is, I could move myself there and then possibly fly the rest of the way, at least to get close enough. Yeah, to get close enough to the skull.
For what?
Um, determining that this skull is cursed, Sleek is going to try something, sort of steal himself and try to use a new spell he learned.
Would it happen to be a very specific and obviously named spell?
Yeah. All right, the spell is remove curse.
I thought it was bird gets big balls.
It's a cramped ass area, but if you want to try, I would like you to make a athletics or acrobatics roll to see how well you do at this maneuver. You are not a person particularly known for like hardcore acrobatics, but you have this plan in your head and you could see it in your mind's eye. Let's see how well you you do your plan.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for acrobatics.
Okay.
That's a 16.
I will say you make it.
All right, so before he takes off for this, he's gonna no watch me now. I will no, I will try something. And yeah, Salik will sort of meander or make his way past his allies and go through the hole as quickly as he can. And as soon as he's in the chamber, he'll spread his wings and just sort of dash his way. Not the action dash, but just try to get within touching distance of the floating skull.
Yes, you have the means. I gave you a DC to get over there because it is a tight area, and you passed. So you are there.
And upon casting the spell, hoping it works, Salik will say, "I release you," and cast Remove Curse.
All right. What is your spellcasting DC?
Intelligence +4.
Your save DC.
Your
Save.
save DC. Because I'm gonna say it works like that. Because yes, this is a mechanically this is a monster, but the way I see the interactions, this is absolutely the soul of a tiny child cursed to be stuck in a flaming skull with only limited means of interaction in a hair's breadth away from being insane, which is like a very hard curse upon this tiny child. So she's going to have to make a save. I'm going to say a wisdom save because that seems appropriate for a spell like this. She does have the magical resistance. What is the number that she has to beat for the magic to stick around? So something you don't want to happen.
So like my base wisdom.
No. Just what is your save DC?
Oh, save DC. Save DC for the wisdom, or is there like a specific spot for
Your
this?
spell save DC, so it'd be 8 plus intelligence plus proficiency, if I remember right.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm looking at saving throws, and my intelligence for that one is +7.
No. For your spells.
Like if you were casting a spell like Fireball, for example,
What
what
would
would
the
they need to
DC be?
roll?
Oh, it's a proficiency of 3. Or
That's
no,
not
wait.
okay. Keep
Ah.
looking, buddy.
Proficiency 3.
All right.
Sorry,
So you
that's
have 3
spell slot
proficiency.
3.
Sorry.
Keep
What-
looking, buddy.
Oh.
We know you can find it.
8 plus 3,
Wait,
so we know
wait.
you're at least.
Oh, I found it. Save DC. It's
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
15?
Yeah, 15.
Okay. So
I like it,
With
Bob.
two
I like
rolls.
it. Just preemptively dodging.
For the record, I wasn't laughing at you, just at the situation.
so I'm gonna make
That's
the
one of my
rolls,
favorite
and let's hope
responses.
she doesn't beat a 15 on both of her rolls. Damn.
Wait, has she performed a saving throw yet?
D4 minus.
Yeah.
So no matter what, she,
Minus D4.
Oh, if she
as
gets a
long as she
1,
rolls a
she's down to a
1.
15.
Yep.
All right, with a very like something that you would expect out of a priest exorcising a demon from someone possessed. Salik slaps his hand on the floating skull, says some arcane words real fast, and sets the spirit within the flaming skull free from its imprisonment. As you see it slowly fade up into the sky, I'm free. I'm free. Wait, no. What's that? No! As it gets dragged down through the floor.
I just look at this and go, oh, right, Death Curse. I don't have a spell for that. Blast. That was going
As
so well.
in a very creative way, you have You have beaten the mini boss of this room. Congrats! I enjoy that. That is very quick thinking and very creative way of beating that. You still have some spiders to deal with, but we'll worry about that in a moment. Is that the rest? I believe that is your turn.
Yes, that will conclude my turn.
Now it is one of the spiders up
So
that is
you
around.
have 10 feet of movement if you want to back the fuck up from spiders.
10 feet of movement.
I'm just saying,
Yes.
wizard. You know, it'd be horrible for you to die to spiders right after that awesome action.
Screech! As it comes screeching at Totzig.
So yeah, move behind Boblin, and that will conclude my turn.
I can't roll above fucking 7 tonight. Anyways, Boblin's your turn.
Boblin.
Your horse dad is getting
Okay.
Annoyed by spider zombies.
So is that the last remaining spider?
No, there's one on top of Totzig as well. Well, more like crawling on Totzig.
Get off of him! Boblin's gonna charge forward, swinging his flaming sword, somewhat recklessly.
All right.
I was so hoping for a 1.
I am become death.
So expertly, you just whip your flaming sword like a lightsaber and just start like burning these zombie spiders off of Totzig.
Okay, and then there's one. Wait, I was on that.
Oh yeah, they were on top of you. I mean, you didn't really notice because they like were tanking against your armor.
Extra attack.
Die, fuckers.
Fuck. Okay, buddy. Look, commit to the. Yeah, they're dead.
His dad's here. He's not gonna curse.
The hand with the shield on it's just like slightly raised. Like the what did you just say?
Folders. What's a folder?
So League just starts splashing Boblin with holy water.
Keep your pet in line.
I'm a paladin. What are you doing?
No son of mine will go into religion when science is the key to the world. Splash, splash.
Now I got a bird dad too. This is so confusing. Alright, that's Boblin.
All right. The last swarm goes after the nearest target because they're zombies. They're dumb. They're animals. So 20.
I'm assuming that's against me.
Yes.
I'll just take the damage.
5 points of piercing damage. It's like, fuck, come on. It's like right in the neck where a mosquito would get you. Feels like you're back out in the goddamn jungle again. Just like a cooler and with stale air. So that is its turn. 1 second. Just had to check something. Delg. That one's also dead. Tokas.
I'm gonna aim my one at Totzig. Totzig, don't move.
I begin aiming my axe at Tokas.
Sir, you want me to kill it with fire? I'm killing them with fire.
And thus you do. Hit the road. Oh no.
Oh, that's disappointing. But I still have arcane firearm.
I'll say you get an extra 1d8.
Yeah. So 7 points of fire damage.
1 second. I'm just checking. Okay. Yeah, this one's still alive.
That is a disappointing attack from me.
Yeah, I'm just like there's a lot of these tokens around, so I'm just gonna put it there. Okay, that one's dead. Doctor.
Okay.
Unless you had more tokens, I don't think you had more, but
Nope.
okay, making sure.
See if we can finish this thing off.
So just gonna fireball the room, Doctor.
Think that's going to. Yeah, that's not something that I can do.
Okay.
But I hear this works really good against undead.
So the spectral necrotic hand goes over, right over, Totzig, and just like scans over him, not touching, but like getting very close, and just like you see the spiders just start dropping as they wither and die as the fight ends.
Ooh.
And we are out of initiative.
Is the physical child skull still here?
Yeah, like technically it's in Salik's hands.
Just thought I would ask.
Salik's hands.
He had
Yeah,
to
so you
touch
just
it.
and so you just start panicking and then goes, "Wait, why do I still have this?" And then just sets it down.
Right. So what was that about? Do not tell the truth to the doomed child.
Try.
Just trying to think of what else we had as far as that poem went. But it's okay.
We were given them as handouts.
Were we?
Yeah, they should be in your handouts.
Yeah, I was looking for them.
Let me see if I can open them. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I believe
So
that was the first one that was
yes.
talked about the Doom Child.
So now
Yeah, the one that was technically outside on the obsidian pillar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't see me fitting through any of these cracks here, so unless there was something else within this room.
Well, I don't think any of you had the moment, the wherewithal and moment, that was not taken up by Napartak or, the fight to do a perception check or investigation check in the room. I don't think there was one done. So if you want to, go right ahead.
And I close the tear sheet. Yeah. Gotta wait for it to reload.
So he sort of limps his way over to the entrance. Doctor, I think I could use a patch up. Or anyone who's willing to lend a healing hand.
Yeah, I can patch you up here. Yeah, you look like you could use a little bit of a patch up. Quick question: how are you with addictive substances?
I'm just gonna walk
I
by and give Salik a third level cure wounds.
So he'll go, thank you. And then looking back at the doctor, pass.
The door shut.
Over here trying to like get a feel for the room, and I just hear that behind me. Like,
Yes. It would have been fine in smaller doses. Just have more than one at a time.
I'm gonna make a roll. See if see this, because you got. All right, Totzig. You don't really see anything past the crags in the walls and the sarcophagus and the very blatant pedestal where Nepartek's skull was. So, unfortunately, you don't see much else with a 14.
Oh, shall we head back out of the room and go from there?
This was a strange little adventure, but yeah, let's keep going.
Just pet the flamethrower, burn a few more spider corpses on the way out. I presume this is the way out. Again, was
Yes.
brain slugged.
Crawl back through the doctor will step aside and let the big horseman crawl through.
Ah, so about 5 hours later.
Alrighty then.
Oh wow, that cure wounds is actually perfect.
Don't let it get to his head.
Yeah. Okay.
Doctor's poking at the undead spiders a little bit.
Yeah, you do that. As the doctor does his thing, Totzig, you see the room as, for you as the player for the first time, as this dungeon seems to be covered in moss and signs of age and like stale dust laden air. This staircase seems to go down and down and down and down and down until you can't see it anymore.
Where all have we been?
You have been over here. Is where the entrance is.
We've been here, and we've been here.
I don't know where the other here is pinged.
Behind us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys have not gone a tremendous distance, but it's been a distance. It's been eventful.
Not long enough for a long rest. Tall. Scorgid.
Blink, blink.
Where will you go now?
Are you tired, little gnome?
No. I'm saying in Sundays, certain characters have to take a long rest after 400 feet.
Y'all playing some chubby motherfuckers?
And I would bring it up again. It just says that we could take one long rest per 24 hours. If we choose after 400 feet to sit down and wait 24 hours, we can take another short rest.
All right. So, to try and be the brain cell, I suppose we head north with a little bit of caution and less intent on recruiting children. I presume we've not located anything that would flag the keys portion of the poem as of yet.
I do not believe so.
I say as Boblin runs out of the room. Okay.
Ah!
So he sort of nods off as he walks, then bumps into Dara, and as the party, as he wakes up and goes along with the party, you'll ask, "Well, aside from potentially freeing the child, at least I hope that's what happened. Did we gain anything from the last room?"
I didn't find anything.
for burnt spider smell?
Right. 1 second. There was something that you did find that was interesting.
Right, the
Never mind,
staff.
we found something interesting.
You remember you found a staff, Tokus.
Yep.
As you got sprayed with dust.
I will hand it to our wizard, who uses
Okay.
staffs.
A wizard that uses staffs.
Okay, so if you wanted to make it identify or like do something about that, I'm going to keep going ahead and give the box text as Totzig and Boblin see. Carved birds soar across the walls of this corridor. Blocking the passage near the northern end is a large adamantine propeller with 5 sharp blades. I would like you to make perception checks.
Oh, is it spinning?
Give me a second. Yeah, as soon as you turn the corner and see the walls and the propellers, it starts slowly shung, shung,
It is
shung.
clearly metal, right?
Yes.
Um, is there like a central focal point that they're spinning on?
Yes.
I cast heat metal on it and then step around the corner.
I'm just reading here.
You said it's a propeller spinning, right?
Yeah, he said a propeller. So
Yeah.
my fat ass not about to get blown by some column of wind, or worse, sucked by some column of wind.
Okay, so as you cast heat metal on it, it glows, but you don't see it doing much else as it starts spinning and spinning and spinning and picking up speed.
Well,
Would anyone else like to do anything?
Mm,
Have this
okay.
wand.
I mean,
All right. So
heat it up
before
enough.
before he
that
raises that
first?
wand, Salik is actually going to like stop the motion, and he's going to try, instead of heating it up, to try and freeze it in place with Ray of Frost.
Hey,
Frost just shoots for
that answers my question. Like, hey, I did the heat. Who's got the cold? Just we wait till like it's as hot as it can get, and then freeze it.
Oh, you have cold too?
I do, but I made sure my fat ass was around the corner.
So yeah, assuming Salik does get into position to actually cast Ray of Frost on this, he will do so.
Yep.
So I mean, you're flying. You could literally be like right here. You're kind of close to the ceiling more than you'd like, but you can absolutely be right there as you see this. Go ahead.
It's a stationary target, so it should be fairly easy to hit, right?
Should be, but it's made of adamantine, so you could see that the semi-blue metal as it's spinning up and turning red, like glowing as though it is heated up, but still has this like blue sheen on it. 22 hits. I'm gonna say do an extra dive damage because it's both being heated up and hitting it with frost damage. So do an extra dive damage.
Okay, let me just see. Like,
And does heat metal
Oh,
do
whoops.
any damage?
Heat metal
I put
does
that.
do
That's not
damage.
even a number.
Okay.
It does 2d8 damage.
Oh, I don't think I rolled that right.
No. But you would just take the 7. So 15 altogether.
15. Could you do the heat metal damage, please?
You want the full minute's worth?
What would be a round's worth of damage?
2d8 every round.
Okay, so give me that, if you would please.
Okay.
Also, as this thing is, I'm assuming this thing's actually blowing wind. I imagine Salik is just sort of like floating along.
It's actually sucking wind in, so you kind of have to
Oh,
fight the wind a little bit.
okay, never mind. The opposite of what I was thinking then.
Yeah. Like, literally, Totzig is heavy enough with his plate metal, you're wearing, like, heavy metal,
Wearing like scale mail.
armor.
But again, as I said, I casted heat metal and I stepped around the corner. The only reason I didn't move a token is because all the small creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the people.
So,
Line in
8, 14, 16, and then 7 on top of that. Bleh. Would anyone else like to do anything?
I will help heat it up with a firebolt. Like, stick my head around the corner real quick.
Okay.
Boblin will stick his arm around the corner with his sword on fire.
I was like,
Sword on
it's just I thought you were like arm barring out so the gnome doesn't get sucked in.
So
No, he's contributing the fire. Just helping.
that's 11 to hit.
Sprinkle. Which is the command phrase.
All
Fire
right.
explodes off the sword.
That does not hit, as you see the firebolt kind of get sucked in faster than you thought and kind of plinks off of one of the propeller fans as you just see it like launched straight up. It's like,
heck.
oh, that's weird.
I'm gonna shoot another one then. If that is okay with everybody else.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm just going to hold concentration and do damage again. Preferably with someone constantly freezing it.
I'm getting the helping to get the heat higher, so that way it's a more intense quench.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other ice spells at the moment, so
That's
that
fine.
would Salik would definitely keep trying to
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let us exacerbate the point because it seems like you guys have the plan going.
Yeah.
It is going to hit like maximum speed as you keep doing this, but you have the plan, you have the setup. You're going to keep shooting it until it is you hear a like a what's the word I'm looking for? A hitch in its like balance in the middle as you see it like move, like wobble, 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 and then catch as it seems the fan slammed itself into whatever was that middle section where it was like pivoting on, and just like slams and it gets stuck in like a good like inch and a half as it just like gets stuck there.
Is it done? The whole wind tunnel got real quiet, so I'm guessing it's done.
Yeah,
Yeah?
you look over and it's like, ooh, that was a lot of damage as it kept moving up.
Salik sort of bounces on what I'm assuming is a fence or a railing there, and sort of breathes a sigh of relief, and then flies back to solid ground.
Safe to say, Tokus, as much as I'm sure both of us would love to, I can't fit all this in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit though.
It's also sharp.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
All right, and as you like look over and see the see that the fan is there, like stopped from its own momentum and its own power, kind of keeping it hitched and locked there. I'm gonna say that's where we stop for the night because it's almost midnight. This seems like a good enough spot without introducing another like puzzle to get into. And I'm gonna say next time you long rest, you level up because that is when I level up with you guys. That's how I've been doing it.
Oh.
So, in before the doctor just has us fight nonstop.
Okay, just like
Yeah.
keep that in mind. Next time you guys get a long rest, level then.
Noted.
Okay.
Next time we get a long